welcome to my garden. So today I've got some flowers opening and some bits that I want you to see. So let's get going. So this is one of my few remaining poppies. The variety was, if I can just think what it was. Nope, I lost it again. I'll put it on the screen. But is that not very, very beautiful? The rest are looking somewhat bedraggled, as you can see. However, one cool thing that I wanted to show you has actually popped up in one of my wildflower buckets. If you just take a look at this. So this, I just thought it was a weed and it's only just started to flower. And I was like, that kind of looks like Dianthus, or Sweet Williams as they are sometimes known. And then I was in Morrison's shopping last night, no lie, the exact same plant they had for sale. So yeah, I guess a Dianthus of some description must have escaped from somebody's garden and is now growing as a wildflower, which is great because it's a perennial, which means that it'll grow forever and look pretty in my garden. So yay! My daisies are all doing pretty good too. I do love those. Another cool thing is this thing back here. Now this started growing as just the frilly leaves and I love these. I think they look so cool. So I left it to grow and now it's getting big and it's starting to flower. Just by chance on is it Instagram? No, on Pinterest last night I saw a picture of this exact thing and I discovered that it is actually yarrow, which is great because this has medicinal uses. I've yet to do some research into what precisely they are, but how cool is that? I've got medicinal plants just growing that have just seeded themselves in my little wildflower buckets, and they look pretty because of all the ferny leaves. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Taking it over here to my beds at the front, I got my first flower on my dahlias. How cool is that? Now this is the surprise Becky kind, if anyone was wanting to get hold of one. And isn't that beautiful? The one next to it still hasn't opened, and then the one next to that is still a slug-eaten mess, which I'm not sure is actually going to recover. I really hope it does, because I mean that's really beautiful. So I will keep my fingers crossed on that one, that it recovers. Oh, as for this tall weed right here that I wasn't sure what it was, this is actually a species of sow thistle. And apparently you can actually eat the young leaves of this. And there have been some claims made as to various health properties, but I don't know. I never know how accurate they are and how much of it's just old wives' tales. But it's a pretty cool flower when it's in bloom. Another thing I wanted to show you, if I can get this to focus. As you can see, this garlic is starting to split open. I assume that it's doing that on its own and is getting ready to flower, which is quite cool because the sooner it flowers, the sooner I can dig up the bulb, and also the sooner I can get all the little bulbils and the maybe, if I'm lucky, true garlic seed inside. However, I did recently find out that the garlic bulbils will take 3 to 4 years to actually get to the size of an actual eatable bulb. So I got me some waiting time on that one. Little bee on my mustard flowers. Oh, that's so cute. He seems to like those. Oh, I do get a special kind of joy seeing the bees feeding from my garden. It makes me feel so proud to be providing food for them. And of course, they fertilise all my flowers, which means I get lots of seed pods like this one. Don't I, Mr. Bee? Huh? You beautiful, gorgeous thing. I love you. I love the bees. Another thing I wanted to show you was this. This is one of my peas, and just look at that blue colour there on that back petal. So cute. Just so cute, isn't it? Really, really nice. I'm not sure if this is the golden sweet variety. I think it is, given that it's like bright yellow on this bit. And this variety up here, I don't know if that's the same one, but in a different stage of development. But then this bit is green, so that might have been the other kind of Mange 2 that I planted. See, this can be the problem when you don't put markers in the ground and you're just like, oh, I'll remember what I planted there, because I won't. And it wasn't on camera when I planted it. So I know golden sweet was definitely in there, but the other one, I think it was a purple kind. Not a clue. Hopefully it tastes good though. My little foxglove up there on the wall is doing well. Any bees inside? Nope, not on that one. Any bees inside this one? Nope, don't think so. So yeah, this succulent over here, it's some type of sedum, starting to flower again. It's coral carpet according to the tag. I got this from B&Q a couple of years ago and it's just been thriving ever since. It's a bit overgrown actually, but you see how it's all like hanging down. But it's okay. It doesn't look too bad. Some of my first tomato flowers of the year. So pretty. I do love these little yellow flowers. So this variety was the Black Cherry F1, and then over here next to it is the Kumato, but I don't think that one has any flowers yet. My radish flower's still doing good. I'm actually leaving these to go. So part of the reason I'm letting this go is because once all these flowers are fertilised, they will make seed pods, and you can actually eat the seed pods. They taste pretty similar to radish. So, I mean, it's not completely wasted that all these have just bolted. My globe artichoke is doing rather nicely there, getting nice and big. So hopefully that won't die off this winter. They are supposed to be reasonably hardy. Got another carrot there, about to form its flowers. I do find it interesting with these radish flowers how they start off purple, but then they get whiter. Hello, cat. They get whiter as they get older. My Phacelia is opening rather nicely now. It's so pretty. I quite like this. I would grow this just for the appeal of its flowers. So pretty. People use this as a green manure, and apparently it helps to break up kind of, you know, really hard compacted soil. And so that's a lot of why they use it. But I just like the flowers. And speaking of flowers, we've got some nasturtium ones coming along nicely now. You can just see this one, a yellow flower, trying to slip out of that green outer casing there. And then you got, if you can see it behind the sodding leaves, you've got some other buds and stuff back there. So that's kind of cool. Got some more of my early peas making pods there. Some more of my early pea flowers. Hooray, my osteospermums are actually open this week, so I can actually show you. Is that not the most stunning thing? Oh, it's just so beautiful. It really is. Pretty. And then this is my pastel osteospermum, which kind of changes colour a little bit. And then this is a recently purchased one. I picked this up last night from Morrison's while I was there, because it was £1, marked down from £2 apparently. And I mean, how do you say no to that? One of my favourite flowers for £1 that's just a no-brainer. And then over here is my weird chilli, my ricotta chilli, with its little cute purpley flowers. Very beautiful. And these will all very soon be some very nice chili peppers. And then over here, my sunflowers are doing very well, along with the kale I got growing in the bottom, this red monarch kale. I really got to start harvesting more of this. Oh, so pretty though, isn't it? And then my beans are doing pretty good in the bottom. I mean, they do have a few slug holes, because every night, seriously, every night I come out here and the ground is just covered with slugs. I've taken to just picking them all up once a night and putting them in the bin. Just does my head in. Some more of my beans there, in amongst the kale. But I really am going to have to start harvesting more of this kale, because if I don't, it's just going to shade out the beans. And the plan was, because with kale you're supposed to pick the bottom leaves first and then kind of eat up the plant as you go. And what that would do is, obviously it would give me a nice harvest, but it would also allow some light in so the beans can photosynthesize, because you don't want your beans all turning yellow because they're not getting any sunlight, do you? And let's face it, we're not getting much sunlight at the moment here in England. It's been a rather lacklustre summer, to be honest. We've had like maybe a week where it was like really, really hot every day, and it was, and typically I was stuck in the office for most of that, wasn't I? But the rest, it's just been kind of dull and raining. So it's been a great year for brassicas, because obviously they tend to bolt in like super hot conditions. But for things like tomatoes and peppers and stuff, maybe not such a great year, because we've not had the heat. Or, we have, but only for like a very short time period. Although it's not holding back my weird chilli over here too much. So, I don't know, maybe it'll work out. Maybe next week will be scorching again, who knows. A potato flower is open again properly now. So you can get a good look at what a potato flower looks like. My cornflowers are all, thank you, focus. My cornflowers are all looking pretty good there. Some nice pink ones, some nice purpley ones. Although they will be probably starting to go to seed soon. My onions have all sort of collapsed, and I don't know why. I know onions are supposed to turn yellow and the tops flop over when they're ready, but I mean, they can't be ready, they're still tiny. Unless they've done that because they are ready and I've just put them way too close together and they've not had the room, and that's why they're all flopping over. I don't know. If anybody can explain to me, who knows what they're talking about, why they're all flopping over, I would really love to know. However, my carrots down here seem to be doing a lot better. Gosh, this stuff is it's so nice to just like run your hands over like this. It's just, oh, so tactile, I love it. This is the simplest things that please me. I'm like a little kid. Boyfriend will be like, what are you doing? And I'll be like, I'm out here playing with the carrots. So dumb, right? But I don't know, I just like it. So it doesn't matter. I like what I like. There's an interesting looking mushroom or toadstool, whatever, growing in the bottom of here, which suggests to me that the soil is really wet. Now, a lot of people seem to get freaked out when they see mushrooms growing in the middle of the vegetable beds, and they're like, oh, is that bad? Should I kill it? Should I leave it be? I don't know what the official answer is. My favourite YouTuber, who I usually go to for sort of inspiration and advice, she has said before in her videos that it's a sign that your soil is just full of life, basically, and it's nothing to worry about. Perhaps your soil is a little bit damp because that's the kind of conditions fungi like to live in. So you might want to address that if that's going to be an issue. But otherwise, let it be. You know, get rid of the toadstool if it bothers you, but it's not really harming anything. So I think I'm just going to leave that one be. Oh, look at that. Little bumblebee. Just chilling out on my potato bag. Hello, Mr. Bumblebee. I hope you're okay. Are you just taking a break? There's lots of flowers to feed on when you're ready. And if you're thirsty, then there's a bird feeder full of water up there for you to get a drink in. Or you can just drink it straight off a plant, I'm sure. And whilst we're here, we might as well check on the progress of the potatoes. I don't want to get too close in case the bee thinks I'm a threat. Oh, just see, they're starting to grow. My potatoes are starting to grow. Hooray! Just freaked out then because I'm in sandals and the bee got a bit freaked out by me getting too close and buzzed up, and I was like, oh no, don't sting my toes. But he's okay, he's just happy. He just didn't like me I was getting a bit close for comfort probably. But bees are pretty nice. Most times they will not sting you unless they feel threatened. So, and mostly they'll just try and escape like that one did, rather than come at you and like, grrr, I will sting you and you must die. Hey, check it out. My pink flowered strawberries making strawberries. That sounds like such a non-announcement when I say it. It sounded fine in my head. But yeah, that's cool. Oh look, there's one there as well. That is cool. Is there any on this one? Oh yeah, there's a little one on that one too. Oh, that's cool. And then over here on my lemon variegated thyme, starting to get flowers. Look, little pretty purple flowers. Oh, that's so cute. And then over here we have my kale, my beautiful kale, looking very beautiful and majestic. And then over here we have my mystery root, but if you look real close at the leaves, that is comfrey. So I do actually have a second comfrey plant. which is cool, which I may give to my next door neighbour and see if she would like a giant comfrey tree also. My comfrey now, you see these little green pods? These are the ones that are making comfrey seeds now. There's a few of them on here. There's one down here. There's a couple more at the back. So I can plant some more seeds next year. I mean, to be honest, this will come back from the roots, so I don't need to plant more seeds. But if I can, then why not? And if we come over here to this strawberry plant, you can see it's got a little pretty flower on there. But also, it's a strawberry. Is it ready? It looks ready. So, my first strawberry of the year. Let's give it a try. Oh yes, that was tiny, but very delicious. Oh man, I want more now. I hope more hurry up and grow. Garden cat just hanging out there, just chilling. Along with the neighbours, who, by the smell of it, have lit up some very different weeds from the ones I've got growing in my garden. So, thank you all for being with me here today in my garden. I hope you think the flowers are pretty. I know I do. And I hope you've enjoyed watching today. Catch you all in the next one. Bye.